Okay, we are so back. We are so back with something that I probably can't even fit on my desk. It can go that way. You can see that. That is much too bright. There we go. Better. This is... I guess I can fit it this way. There we go. Yeah, it fits. We have a BHAPTICS vest. Now, this is mostly used, to be honest, in its best form on PC and on Quest, but it is compatible with some PSVR2 games natively, but it is not natively compatible with everything that produces audio. Now, I've dreamed of having one of these for flat screen games for ages, like Battlefield, being able to feel the impacts of guns, but for VR it's going to be a game changer, so we're going to try it out today. They've sent over, kindly, the FPS bundle, which are the tack sleeves and the tack suit pro, which is very kind of BHAPTICS. They've just sent this over for me to take a look at, and this is a dream come true. So we're going to be testing it on some PSVR2 games today, both the audio to haptic mode, which I'll explain later, on GT7, and the native mode on games like Breaches and Underdogs, I think, has it as well. So really excited to get into this. Dream come true. Thank you, BHAPTICS, for sending this over. But I also have quite high expectations, so this is going to be interesting. Anyway, before we get into it, only 25% of you are subbed to the channel, so please feel free to do so. And thank you to our patrons and members who are on screen right now. Without any of your support or their support, especially, I wouldn't have been able to do collaborations like this and review cool pieces of tech like this. So I'm super excited. So let's open this thing up, shall we? I don't know how to even approach this. It looks like there's kind of a tab on the back here. It's sealed. There we go. So we're opening up here. There we are. Lift this up. We have a little thing here saying, oh, I've got some stickers. I got some BHAPTICS stickers. Look at that. Look at that. But our haptics life is just meh. We'll see about that. I'll be the judge of that. I got that new haptic suit smell. I don't know how I really take this out. I'm just going to pull it and hope for the best. There's the main suit. It's going onto the floor because I've got nowhere else to put it. Got a load of boxes. Little area here. And the tack sleeves themselves are also going to come out. Okay, that's the main pieces of kit. We'll get to them. So these boxes will also contain something important, I imagine. We've got some manuals, which I will actually read for this. We've got some data cables, I assume, or charging cables. Some more manuals. A Bluetooth dongle, a TP-Link Bluetooth dongle. So if you want to use your PSVR2 on PC and don't have Bluetooth, if you just buy a BHAPTICS suit, they'll send one with it. That's really kind. I do already have a Bluetooth dongle, so I won't be using that. But that is, again, very, very kind of them. We have, I think, what will be, yeah, the aux cable and the splitter for that. So all the cables are out. As nice as this box is, it's not what I'm interested in. Let's get it out of the way. Fellow YouTuber Games with T said that this was a idiot-proof setup, so I'm going to be testing that today. So we have this thing, apparently is our intensity control of how much I want to get shocked. It's quite not a really heavy feeling thing. It is got a bit of weight to it for sure, but it feels very solidly put together. I can feel the motors in there as well. That's scary. But yeah, going over here, we got, I think, a power button on the back somewhere here, maybe like here, and then yeah, this also doubles as our power button at the front. And then, yeah, our adjustment of intensity, straps to kind of tighten up. That's kind of everything I need to know, I think. The inner lining, I think you can take out. Like this inner lining here, you can take out and machine wash. Yeah, it's like, it's Velcroed. But the actual tack suit itself cannot be, obviously, washed because it's got lots of electronics in it. So that's the tack suit. Fantastic. And these are the tack sleeves, it looks like. And that Velcro's on there. And then I've got my tack sleeve on. I wonder if this will, because the main game I'm going to test first is GT7, which won't be natively supported, but I wonder if these will work in that either. We'll have to wait and see, I guess. Cool. Okay, I'm very excited to test this out. So I'm going to have a read up, I'm going to set it up, and then we're going to jump in and give it a go. Alright, now I'm going to try and put myself through the setup of actually putting this thing on, because I haven't ever done it before. And then we're going to set this thing up wirelessly first, just to test out the motors, and then I'm going to try out the audio to haptic. And then we're going to try a native game, essentially. So, let's do this. Should be fairly simple, as Games with T said. I'm going to believe him on this one. Okay, so we simply put the tack suit on. I think they knew my measurements because it's already been like adjusted basically perfectly to how I am. Tighten these up. That's now pretty secure on me. I'm a bit scared now. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, I feel so silly, but this is kind of cool. Okay, yeah, so I've got the BHAPTICS player installed on my phone, but I've just got to pair it with the tack suit first. Okay, so let's turn on all this. So I press this button once. Okay, everything's on. So I can test the different motors. Okay, that's now like buzzing here. Jesus. That's a 50% feedback intensity as well. Okay, I'm gonna put it up to a... Oh my god. I don't know if you can hear that on the mic. That's quite intense. Jesus. There's back modes as well. Yep, I can feel that. What about the tack sleeve? That's quite a buzz as well. Other tack sleeve, the right one? You can probably hear that on the mic. But I can really drag this just along. So I'm gonna start here, drag all the way to here. And then this side, that side. And I can do the back as well. That's my back. That's crazy. So if I get shot on the back in a game, I can feel that. Okay, we'll go into the library. All the tack suit, shotgun hit. Yep, okay. Shotgun recoil, I guess. Would that be in the... Yeah, that's like up here more on my right arm. That's so sick. Oh, that's so cool. It goes across here. That's sick. Explosion hit, will that just be everything? Ah, yeah, that's quite strong. Okay. I can put that up to 200, 300%, 400%. It's just being like literally just absolutely blasted. Jesus. Oh, heartbeat as well. That's sick. I feel that might be give me a heart attack. It's really hard to kind of show what this feels like to you. Obviously, all I can kind of show you is the feedback here, but I can feel that on my back a lot. The rain in the front here. Yeah, amazing. That's really cool. Right, I want to get into a game, even if it's not one that's officially supported, like GT7. I want to jump in and see what that kind of feels like, basically. So we're gonna do that. Okay, so we're here in Gran Turismo 7, and this is now not a native game. So this shouldn't work as BHAPTICS kind of intends to work, which is taking the actual output from the game and kind of figuring out where shots should be coming from. Right now, it's just taking the audio and putting it into the haptic motors, which is kind of deciding what's going on with it in its audio to haptic algorithm, basically. So at the moment, I'm kind of just feeling the Gran Turismo music in the suit, which is quite funny. But when we jump into a car, when there's no music, it should be the engine, which I'm really excited to kind of give a go and test out. So let's put the armrests away. I'd usually have my sim racing gloves on here, but I'm not, just to make things a little bit easier for me to manage. I can't show you the output of the audio though, because on the app it doesn't let me see what motors are being triggered, but I'll try my best to describe what this really feels like to you while we go. I don't know if the sleeves work either in this mode. It's possible that they don't, so if not, I'll turn them off, but we'll jump in and we'll see. Let's go to Spa and let's try maybe my GT3 Huracan, the one that I use in online racing, one that I'm really familiar with. So oh, okay, I can already feel the haptics kicking in when I'm pressing that. Okay, so I don't think the gloves work with this mode. I can feel that in the vest though. How this works is essentially the audio is run out of my headset into a splitter that's at the back here that goes into my headphones so I can still hear the audio of the game, and also into the vest. As I say that, these definitely don't work in terms of the sleeves with it, so I'm going to take them off because they are a little bit useless in this mode. Like the shifting, then the haptics go away a bit when I brake, but when I shift they come back. You can feel the engine a bit there. And it does trigger different motors around it, it's not just all at once, it's depending on the tones maybe. I feel like lower down, maybe like the deeper bassier tones. I shift, and I can feel that, it kicks up a bit. That's really cool. All those downshifts. Oh, that's amazing with the, when you go on the curb in GT7, the audio from that, oh, kind of kicks up a bit into the vest. Oh, that's so cool. It's that high revs, it all kind of kicks up and you feel it in the whole suit. And the lower revs, it's more like in your stomach. And in sim racing, this isn't going to be a proxy for feeling the car, because in terms of actual racing, and I've only really done karting, but you feel the grip through your arse, basically, for lack of a better term. So this isn't really replacing that. You're not going to be able to tell when you're losing grip or anything like that, but you can feel the engine. And you can feel the shifts is the main thing, like, you get real feedback. God, yeah, high revs, that is amazing. And then it quietens down, so there's no haptics now until I shift, and then I get a kick. And that really, oh my god, yeah. And the high revs in first. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to also crash and see how that does it. Right, I'm going to send it into here. Yep. Oh my god. Feel the tyres there as well. Combination of the head haptics and the suit haptics there. Sorry, Lamborghini. You deserve better than that. Okay, what I've got to try is the Is it the V10 or the V12 in the latest F1 car? Okay, motor's all the way up to the top. Oh my god, that really rises through it. To aid me, I'm going to put on full traction control. Oh my god, yeah, you can really feel the kicks of it. As soon as I put power down, instantly, I'm tapping it with my foot now and it just kicks up. That's wild, honestly. I'll have the overlay back for you when we get to the native games, because I can show you the visualizer of where it's kicking off the motors, but here I can't, but trust me, that's a lot. Okay, you can, I don't know. You can feel the curves in the grip a bit through the haptics to take it back. It's not like game changing, but it is there. And like the audio in this game is directional, so it can translate that, I think, in terms of, say if I ride a curb on the left and it makes a noise, it will translate to the, you know, the left side of my vest. So if I go over this, yeah, that's now on my left side on that curb. And then if I go over this one, that's now on my right side. And then if I put the power down, then that rumbles my entire self. But I know it's not a VR game, but even for like Battlefield in the flat screen, I really need to try this out, because the gunshots would be great. Really impressed by that. So it knows what game I'm on, knows I'm on Breaches, and I'm going to hop in and see what the haptics are like here. It basically instantly recognized what game I was on then, which is really, really cool. Now this one is natively supported, so when I shoot, I should get the right feedback. When I get a shot, I should get the right feedback. I think I've turned it up to full haptics, so that's going to be quite cool to see. But honestly, the app was seamless. Like, I just pressed start, and it did it, which was awesome. Oh, picking up on a gun. Triggers both arms. Oh, wow. That's so cool. Oh, and just shooting with my right hand sets off my right, and that's it. Let's see, can you see that on the visualizer? Yeah, you can. That's so sick. Unfortunately, I'm going away tomorrow, so I don't have too much time to really test out everything. But I want to at least test one non-native and one native game here, and Breaches is one of the best ones, so... Oh, yeah. So my right kind of kicks up a bit when I grab off my holster. That's so cool. And then when I grab, it triggers on my left. I wonder if I get some like breaching foam, will that trigger it as well, or a frag? Let's try both of those. If I land it right by here and it hurts me. Ah, yeah, there we go. I want to get into a firefight. Oh, yeah, I felt that. Was that insta-kill in the shoulder there? That's the thing, in a game like this where it's tuned to it, not every sound makes haptics, so I'm not feeling any now, because I shouldn't be. And then when it really kicks in, you feel it. Yeah, like I felt that there. Oh! And I knew, obviously I heard I was being shot from the left, but I knew I was because I was being shot here. I felt that. That's so sick. Oh, there's one. Nice. Yeah, you can feel the kick of the... Yeah, my right arm and like here. It really gives the illusion that I'm firing the weapon. Oh my god, yeah, I felt the rappel go there. That was so... Oh my god, can I do that again? Yeah, like kicks in here. Ooh, I can feel shots down there, I think. Okay, never mind, yeah. I felt it there, because I got hurt by it. Okay, I felt that drop down as well. Let's go for this automatic weapon. Ah, yeah, I can feel that kind of ring out in my hands and in my chest. Come on. Oh, yeah, that's like full body kick. And there is a little bit of delay to it just because it's, you know, feedbacking it and processing it wirelessly. But it's really not that noticeable at all. Okay. We'll call it there. From using it in 2 games so far, I've got a lot of thoughts. A full review will be coming at some point for sure. But it is seriously impressive. Like the accuracy of the motors, how it translates flat games as well is really cool. There's a lot of potential for this. I hope more games adopt it for sure. I can see why people are asking for BHAPTICS support now on a lot of titles. I'll test out on PC. I'll test out on a lot more PSVR2 games for the future when I'm back from my trip, and I'll get back to you with a full review, hopefully not too far in the distant future. But yeah, like, I'm genuinely really impressed with this. It's a very niche item. Like, a lot of people won't want to spend, you know, the hundreds of dollars it costs to get the whole setup. But if you do, you'll feel the benefit of that. And I mean, if this is how the tech is now, I'm excited to see where it's going to go in the future. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for BHAPTICS for sending this over. I'll be doing another video review at some point. That's not a first impressions. That's my full thoughts when maybe a month or 2 has passed, when I've used it a lot. Thank you so much for them for sending it over once again, and I'll see you all in the next one.